with Tiago.
Hello.
Hi.
First of all, I want to thank you I really want to thank you because since I have stumbled upon your teachings, it's been a complete revolution. I think I was ready. I have seen you before and I've resonated, but now it's and day by day I'm more and more in this like effortless state. I can see others like as myself. Not of course I see perceptions, but I understand that what they are is the same as I am.
Mhm.
But what I want to really, the other day you touched a point, um, and I continue to explore over that, and there's still something that it's not really clear because when I look experientially at my experience, I see that the problem, I see that it is thought that it is or resisting or seeking, like projecting in the future. But I can see also that thought is made of this formless thing, that it is the only thing that exists. And if it is the only thing that exists, and it is because I look at things and deep down they are the same, I'm trying to separate like what's the so-called natural state, and sometimes I think I can touch it, and then like the natural state is like something like not seeking or not resisting, just like you were saying now, just being present, just being not knowing, not expecting, not trying to, I know this is a person. No, completely open. But then it seems like the thought is also something is believing, like something is believing to be a person, because we are all here believing to be a person still. And if it is the same thing that believes or doesn't believe, and we as persons, we can do nothing because it's only the self that desires, that believes, that vibrates into these forms. I can't understand this. You see, how can I be effortless sometimes, and then, oh, I have to do this, my house is under construction, I have a big problem financially because someone stole money from me, and you see, I don't know what shall, the question is, what shall I do, the most efficient thing to do for that my, that's it, I'm seeking, like for that my life goes in a way that, you see, these problems that I, like every area of my life is a mess, like financially, the problem of the house, even my relationships with my wife, my family.
Has trying to think about your problems actually helped to resolve them?
No, no, it just gets worse and worse. But then there is something here that something must be done, like, and it is done. I'm still doing things,
It's
but
something must be done. Yeah, that's true. But what if you have no idea what needs to be done?
yeah,
You approach the problem without any idea of what needs to be done to resolve it.
without any idea, no projection.
Yeah, like If you meet your wife today and I have no idea what's happening in our relationship, I mean, maybe don't tell her this, but inside, well, unless she's on the path, but uh inside you don't know who she is, you don't know what a marriage is, you don't know what problems are, you don't know how to fix them, and
Yeah,
see what happens.
I understand that because when there's another video that you talk something like today, and I go there, but then it's the habit of like the triggers, and well, even when I look at her, sometimes I listen to her voice because she's a little bit grumpy sometimes, and it makes me react inside. And I understand what you say, but how can I be
Are
that
you
that
powerless over these triggers when they arise? Are you powerless as who you really are? What if these um, triggers that come are, obviously we're talking about relationship here, but it could be from anything. What if they are a call or a meeting place where you can forget something else that you were sure of the moment before? So you hear her voice, it has a certain sound to it, and the mind would immediately say, oh, she's grumpy. Now we're going to get into an argument and it will go on all day or whatever happens, right? In that moment, there's an opportunity to stop and say, actually, I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what this sound in her voice means. I don't know what's going on here.
yeah,
And the trigger, instead of it being the problem, can actually be a prompt or a reminder to come back to the not knowing.
okay, understand.
Like,
And
wow, my body feels terrible when I think I know something. My body's shouting at me this. I should forget what I think I know.
yes, and what about the desires? Because the desires that I have really, the desires that I have, not those things, but for example, it's been a long time since I want to do something like you are doing, you see? And it really comes from a deep place, but then there is another, it's blocking me and I'm postponing. I have already done,
What
I
do
have
you
already,
think? What do you think is true about this? What do you know about this problem? What are you certain of? That you don't have the funds or the time or the resources to make it happen? Are you sure of this?
no, I'm not sure of anything.
But you will
But
be. Wherever there is a problem in your life, there'll be something that you are really sure of, that you know, that you're
yeah,
really holding on to.
yeah.
And we all do it, of course.
I think what the assumption is, I will start and I will stop again because I have done it in the past, uh,
Uh,
and
as a
maybe
person,
fear of rejection, because these teachings, these things that we talk about to the people that we know, like it's
Mhm.
a bit,
How
and
many
maybe
times do you think I started and stopped teaching?
I don't know.
Probably you have this idea that once I started it, it all went really well and smoothly, and here we are.
Yeah, yeah,
Wasn't like that at all. Because of all the things I thought I knew, I thought I wasn't good enough to do it. I thought
yeah.
nobody would want to listen.
I'm not there.
All of that stuff, yeah. And all of
I'm
that
not
had to
listening.
be burnt off in the forgotten, in the seeing of what's actually true. The fact of the matter is, if this is what you're destined to do, it's gonna happen, despite how much you resist it.
I feel that there's something that I can't resist anymore. You see, like it's pushing me,
Mhm.
and but there's a fear also, like it's like a battle between both. It's like pushing me and pushing me and pushing me.
Who is stronger, the real self or the imagined self that doesn't exist?
Of course, it is the real self, because the imaginary self, it's that, that's another question. Like the imaginary self, it is the real self, but believing it is limited.
Yeah. And that's all that's happening here in this process of awakening is it's gradually shedding its ideas of limitation, lack, unworthiness, all of that stuff, isn't it?
And can I do something to, can I do like as the self, can I do something to change the process? No, I can't because I don't know what's best. I don't know. It's like you say, I have to live totally in this not
Things
knowing.
that we can do, we can engage in spiritual practice, which is a way to accelerate the forgetting of what we think we know. And this is what we do here, self-inquiry, meditation, contemplation. They're all ways to forget what we think we know to be true and actually experience what is true.
Yeah.
Practice is towards always authentic practice is always towards seeing more clearly who we are not and letting it go.
I'm doing that every day. It's like not an obsession. Like yeah, it's
Obsession.
love.
It's an obsession. Yeah.
I just want to do this. I don't care about nothing else. Of course, I love my kids, but my priority is this. I sleep thinking. I sleep doing this. Sometimes it seems I don't sleep. You see, it's all the time.
If you love the truth, which you do, then be determined to see that same truth everywhere, everything. So in the places where we tend to think about something, we're more determined day by day to actually experience what it really is, who that person really is. And that's often hardest with those closest to us, our kids, our spouse, our parents,
Yes, yes.
because we think we have lived with them for so many years. We
We
have a
think we
whole
know.
imagined history in our mind with them and a
Yeah,
projected future,
yeah, yes.
something to
And,
ponder, right?
and just like for example, just one last
Yep.
question. Because I have this problem with the constructor of the house. I'm building a house and he like stole, he didn't stole, like he kept, I gave him a bit more money that I should have, and he kept it, and it was a little bit our savings, and now he's not do I rely on him to finish the job, and he's not doing it.
Because
And
you think that he is the one that needs to finish the job. You're certain of that. What if
yeah.
life is trying to give you something better? So, how about not knowing how the house is going to get built? Yeah. Mine says, you're crazy. I have to know. But
No,
do
no, no, no. It was not that. It was different. It was like, yeah, of course. How didn't I thought about this?
any
Yeah, true.
place that we're suffering or that our life isn't flowing is because we think we know something and we are so sure of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, if we trust, if we know that the self is all capable, is everywhere, it will happen. I don't know how.
And that's the fun of it, right? Not knowing how, it becomes fun, just watching
Yeah,
it unfold.
yeah, but it's the habit, the sickness of the mind,
And that's
the
what
habit.
today the
Yeah,
Satsang is all about, right? Just
yeah,
switching over that habit gradually.
yeah, I love it.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.